Hello everyone. Welcome to Unit 7, Writing for Professional Purposes, Part 1. Let us see what a review is. How to write a review. A review is an article that represents a critical evaluation of a text, performance, or production. For example, a book, movie, concert, video game, or a product. Suppose you have read a book, you can write a review on that. You have watched a movie, you can write a review on that. Or you have bought a product, a mobile phone, a TV, or a washing machine, you can write a review on that. And why do you need to write a review? It helps the reader to get a clear picture of the reviewed item. The person who is reading the review may want to buy that book or watch a movie or to buy that product. So the review will help the reader to get a clear picture of the reviewed item. And the review is often very creative and interesting, and it is a form of entertainment in itself, which often reflects the age and helps the reader to gain view on his time period in history. And this chapter helps you to develop the ability to objectively and subjectively criticize books, movies, products, etc. How to write a book review or a movie review or a product review that you can do with this chapter will help you how to write that review on a book, a movie, or a product. And it will also give you an idea about the correct vocabulary and expression to write the positive and negative aspects of books, products, or movies. That is, a book may have a positive side and a negative side. Same is the case with products or movies. So, this chapter will give you a correct idea about what vocabulary you can use, what expression you can use to write the positive and negative aspects of books, products, or movies. Next, we'll see what is a book review. It is a special form of academic writing that gives a student the opportunity to critically examine a topic in details. Book reviews play an important role in academic communication. So, if you're going to read or to write a book review, you should read the book carefully. You should read the book carefully as many times as possible so that you get a clear idea about what is there in the book, what is the content of the book, what is the style of the author, what is the positive side of the book, what is the negative side of the book, you will get a clear idea about when you read the book carefully as many times as possible. The next thing is you can do is write down your impression. That is, what did you feel like when you read the book? And also, you can research the author and his works. Who has written the book that you are going to review? And you can research on that author. What is his style? What are the subjects that he usually deals with? Which are his other works? There will naturally be a similarity between an author's several works. But there will be some element that will make this book unique from the other books. So, this you will get an idea about only when you research the author and his works. That will help the reader of the review to get an idea about the author, his other works, and a comparison and contrast between his other works and the present work. And review should give a balanced critical evaluation of the text. Your personal preferences should not affect your review. Whether you like the author or not, that should not affect the review. You have to give a very balanced and critical evaluation of the text. You have to evaluate the contribution of the text. What is the contribution of this particular work to literature? Set the work in a larger, broader context. Then identify the strengths and weaknesses of the arguments. So the author may have put forward many arguments in the work. What are the strengths and weaknesses? Then involve the reader in the discussion. Make sure that your review contains the title, the author, the publisher, the publication date, the format, the price, and the number. So, in your review, in the introductory paragraph itself, you should write the title of the book that you are reviewing. Who is the author? Who is the publisher? On which date it was published? What is the format? How much does the book cost? The number of pages? Which edition is that? And also the ISBN number. And you have to remember that this is actually a report. A book review is actually a report. So, as in the case of other reports, it must have an introduction, a logical description, findings, conclusion, and recommendation. In the introductory paragraph, you can write about the title, who is the author, and the introduction should be very interesting so that the reader feels like reading the whole of the review. And then there should be a logical description of the book. What is the content of the book? What is the style of the author? And then you can write your findings and conclusion and recommendation. Recommendation means you are recommending whether the book is worthy of reading or not. Reading your review, the reader should get an idea about the content of the book, the style of the author, and your comments on whether the book is worthy of reading or not. And the review should be very direct and personal, and your main purpose is to give a clear overview and evaluation of the work. The review must definitely contain the contents of the book, the style of the author, the weaknesses and the strengths of the argument, the positive and negative sides of the book, and a recommendation of whether the book is worthy of reading or not. And this is holiday time for you, and you might have read so many books. So write a review of a book which you have read recently. So this is the assignment for you from this section. You can write the review of a book which you have read recently. It can be an English book or a Malayalam book. But the review must be in English, and please mail it to reenamohmd@gmail.com. My email ID is given here. So next comes what a film review. What is a film review? We all like to watch films, and a film review is a popular way for critics to assess a film's overall quality. So it, as in the case of a book review, it will help the public to decide whether they should watch the movie or not. And a film review, as in the case of a book review, must contain both the negative and the positive aspects of the film. What are the positive aspects of the film? What are the negative aspects of the film? As in the case of book review, this film review is also a report. So it must have an introductory paragraph in which you need to give the title of the film. And what is the genre? Whether it is a drama, a romance, fantasy, thriller, or comedy. And you are also required to give the summary of film and also the context or background information about the movie. Suppose you are reviewing the movie Virus. So you can give the information, you can give the background information that the movie has been produced in the context of Nipah outbreak in Kerala. And also you can write about the director and his contributions to the film industry. As in the case of book review. In the case of book review,